Welcome to the Renaissance Academy, the lifelong learning program of Florida Gulf Coast University. We've put together a brief video to show you how to use our online digital catalog. Let's begin with a review of the controls on screen. At the very top, you'll notice a slide bar. It allows you to zoom in and out of the catalog to make reading easier. We also have right and left arrows that allow you to basically page through the catalog, just like turning the pages of a book. You can use this to navigate through the catalog contents. Notice those same arrows are contained here at the center of the screen, so you can use them here as well. At the very bottom, you have preview icons that allow you to jump to specific pages. So if I wanted to jump to page 16 to 17, I could click on this, and the catalog will take me instantly there. Let's go through some of the contents of the catalog. On page 2, we have the address and telephone numbers of our two principal locations at the Atrium Center and Naples Center. The address of our online registration system is here. You can register safely and conveniently with a credit card 24/7 from the convenience of your home by logging in there. We have our website and Renaissance Academy email address. Our staff is listed here. We have highlighted our Lee County and Collier County open houses in the box. We show you how to register for classes. There are 5 ways: online, via phone, mail, fax, or in person. Our class locations are listed here with telephone numbers. And on page 3, we have what's new at the Renaissance Academy, and there's a great deal that's new for 2012. We have 3 new locations for Bonita Springs, Estero, and South Fort Myers residents. They include Miramar Lakes, the Nest at Pelican Landing, and the Brooks Commons Club. They're all open to the public. You don't have to be a member or resident, and they conveniently provide access to Renaissance Academy programming in the Bonita, Estero, South Fort Myers area. So think about joining us at one of our new class locations. For new students who've never been with us before, we have a Try the Academy, a substantial savings program called Buy One Course, Get One Lecture for Free. New members can join the Academy if you're a same household member, or couple rather. You can join the Academy for $80. We also have created value for our members. We have a 4+1 program. For every 4 courses a member buys, they get 1 single lecture for free. We also have an RA After Hours program for those working professionals who can't get away from work during the day but still want to participate. We've put together an entire program exclusively for you that meets evenings and weekends. Let's continue through the catalog. On page 4, we have a table of contents. So if there's a specific topic or subject area that interests you, look for it in the table of contents, let's say science and medicine, and you could instantly go to page 76 of the catalog to find all classes that are in the science and medicine category. Our index begins on page 5, and this is an incredibly useful tool you should all be aware of. We have essentially broken the entire catalog down by location. So the courses listed here are all of the classes taking place at the Atrium in South Fort Myers. The course number is in the second column. We've grouped them by category. So let's say you were interested in all of the computer classes taking place at the Atrium. You could simply come to this section of the index and you'll see all of the computer classes listed here. Let's zoom in quickly. You'll notice we also tell you what day of the week the classes meet. So let's say I was interested in computer classes on Wednesdays, either in February, and here we go. And it tells also whether it meets in the morning, in the afternoon, or whether it's an evening or weekend class, and of course eventually what page number the class appears on. So the index is incredibly useful for keying in on those classes that are of most interest to you. Let's quickly go through the rest of the index. I'll have you notice that on page 14 we have the RA After Hours program listed, so these are all of our weekend and evening classes here. We also have our Travel Abroad program for those of you who want to learn outside the classroom. Journey with us to places like China or Tuscany or southern Italy or Vietnam. On page 16 we have our Save the Dates page. It lists some of our special events, day trips, unique classes like contemporary and Chinese art, where we fly in nationally recognized speakers to Southwest Florida to discuss very interesting subjects. And then of course the catalog itself begins on page 17. Notice as I move my mouse over the catalog that each course number is highlighted, and that's because we've done something very special. We've essentially created a link to each class back to our online registration system. So if you were interested, per se, in registering for Tour of the Gardens of the Impressions at the atrium, you simply click the atrium blue box there. It will take you via your browser to our online registration system, to the class. You can click on the title here. It will give you the date, time, the non-member and member price. If you want a map of where the atrium is, you can click on this link. If you want a bio on the instructor, you can click here. The same description that's in the catalog appears here. You just click add this to my list of chosen courses, and it gets added to your shopping cart. You can now check out and pay for the class. Notice also, let's zoom in again by clicking, that Tour of the Gardens of the Impressionists actually meets 3 different times. It's the same exact class, but it meets in the Naples Center on January 25th, at the Atrium on February 22nd, and in Calusa Harbor on April 16th. So the same class offered 3 times, your choice, whatever's most convenient or easy. Simply pick one of the options and sign up there. Notice that we have a series listed here of Stroke of Genius with several artists. You can either sign up for the entire series and save substantial amounts of money by taking the entire series, or if you just want to choose the classes that interest you most, you can simply sign up for the ones that are of most interest to you. You'll also notice that we have some classes that meet multiple times. For instance, this one, The World Was All Before Them, 19th Century American Artists. It's a 2-session class. So this class is a total of 3 hours long, and it meets for 2 90-minute sessions on February 16 and 13. If you wanted to try the class, weren't sure you wanted to necessarily sign up for the whole class, you could just sign up for the first section on February 6th, pay the member or non-member rate, depending what your status is, and then if you like the class, sign up for the second section later. So you don't have to commit to a full multi-session class. You can just sign up for the first session if you like and decide if you'd like to return. Let's go to the very end of the catalog, and I'll show you a couple of other features that we have. On pages 90 and 91, we have registration forms, which you can complete and either mail in, fax in, scan and email it to us, or simply show up in person and drop it off at one of our Atrium or Naples centers. On pages 88 and 89, we've put some lovely maps in here for you to see exactly where our sites are located. And on pages 86 through 87, 85 through 87, we have faculty biographical sketches. So if you want to learn a little something more about the instructor that's teaching your class, you can read about them here. Well, we hope you've enjoyed our brief tour of our online digital catalog, and we look forward to seeing you at a Renaissance Academy class sometime soon.